present over here. First of all, on the behalf of our school, I want to thank you all for giving your precious time to us for our annual day function. There is an announcement that our chief guest is going to arrive soon, so please be calm and patient as you were. Thank you. Has music for those who listen. Hotter the summers, colder the winters, the more pleasant are the spring. Good morning to one and all present over here. Honorable Chief Guest, Brigadier Sunil Pandey, respected Lieutenant Colonel P. Davidson, Principal Sainik School Chandrapur, respected Commander Debashish Jaina, Administrative Officer Sainik School Chandrapur, other dignitaries, staff and their families, parents present over here, and all the cadets of the Sainik School Chandrapur. Today I, Cadet Rudransh Singh, is here to welcome you all and host you on this auspicious day ceremony of this annual function occasion. And I have my co-host
अदिति। तुम सूरज की तरह जल कर तो देखो, तुम्हारे अंदर से निकला प्रकाश स्वतः ही तुम्हारी पहचान चारों ओर बिखेर देगा।
हर हरे भरे वृक्ष के पीछे होती है भूरी जड़ें, जो जोड़ के रखती है और संभालती है वृक्ष को। आज आप यहाँ पर जो छात्र देख रहे हो, ये वही वृक्ष है जिन्हें इस विद्यालय की जड़ों ने हरा भरा किया है। आज यही छात्र इस तरंग के मंच पर अपनी विभिन्न कलाओं का प्रदर्शन करने जा रहे हैं। मैं कैडेट उत्कर्ष दिलीप कुमार गोरपड़े आज के इस आनंदमय कार्यक्रम का मंच संचालक हूँ और मेरी सह मंच संचालक है सानिया कुमारी।
Education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change our world. A warm morning to one and all present over here. I am here to brief and host this occasion.
आप आए तो बहारों ने लुटाई खुशबू, आप आए तो बहारों ने लुटाई खुशबू, फूल तो फूल थे मगर कांटों से भी आई खुशबू। पुष्प ही उल्लास के प्रतीक है और पुष्प ही अपनी प्रेम की भावनाओं को व्यक्त करने के साधन। आज हमारी भावनाओं को और शुभकामनाओं को प्रकट करने के लिए हम हमारे आज के मुख्य अतिथि सम्माननीय ब्रिगेडियर सुनील पांडे सर जी का पुष्प गुच्छ देकर सम्मान करना चाहते हैं। मैं हमारे मुख्य अतिथि जी को मंच पर आमंत्रित करता हूं, कृपया वो मंच पर आए और हमारे कैडेट से निवेदन करता हूं कि वो पुष्प गुच्छ लेकर आए और हमारे मुख्य अतिथि जी का सम्मान करें।
Cry out for justice. It is the living one, those who will have to do it. And to cry for justice means to ask for it. The best thing we need is education. Our institution of Sainik School Chandrapur is one of the best in the country to get it.
Justice stands on 4 pillars. First pillars are leaders, respected principal sir and administrative officers sir, who are always there to guide us and lead us in every single situation.
Second pillar of justice as compared to our institution, with our institution motto Gyanaya, Danaya, Charakshanaya are our staff members, academic staff and administrative staff, those who work hard day and night to help the cadets achieve their goals and succeed in their future.
Third pillar, our cadets, who are hearts of this institution, for whom this institution is established. They work hard to achieve their goals.
And the fourth pillar, the last one but not the least, our families. All of you who are present over here, and even some people who are not here because they are still working for the benefit of our institution. They all are a matter of living in our life. So, please give a big round of applause for yourself and them also who are not here but are a very important part of our families.
किसी का भी उदय अचानक नहीं होता। सूर्य भी धीरे धीरे निकलता है और ऊपर उठता है। जिसमें धैर्य और तपस्या होती है वही संसार को प्रकाशित करता है। अब मैं अपने विद्यालय के वरिष्ठ अध्यापक श्री अरुण कुमार नायक महोदय जी को मंच पर आगमन संदेश के लिए आमंत्रित करती हूँ।
Very good morning to all. Greetings to one and all present here. I am extremely pleased to have this opportunity to address you all on this important moment for celebrating our first annual day today. It's an honor for me to deliver my welcome speech for this annual function. Today, children are future of our state as well as our country. Brilliant faces that I am witnessing today, receiving awards, exhibiting their talents, will grow up and definitely will be the citizens of our beloved nation tomorrow. They may grow up to achieve a great success, name and fame, as well as a high human values. But on the other hand, we wish them to be good human beings, also to make the world a better place to live in. We all gathered here on this annual day to motivate and inspire young minds to showcase their talents. This is a highly important occasion for everyone. It is because of that, apart from the fact that this celebration highlights our school continuous success in the areas of education, and this platform is also an opportunity to welcome our chief guest of the day. On behalf of this institution, on principal and on behalf of administrative officer and from all the staff, I cordially and respectfully welcome our chief guest, Brigadier Pandey, retired, who is a renowned social activist. We are grateful from the bottom of our heart to him for courteously and gladly accepting our invitation for becoming the chief guest of this occasion. To the world, our parents may be simply a person, but for us, they may be the world. This sentence is enough to give a recognition and respect to our parents. With immense pleasure, on behalf of my school, we welcome our dear parents. All the teachers, staff, and cadets who are an integral part of this institution. Thank you, one and all.
Senior Master Sir, for addressing us. Now, through all this time, there had been many ups and downs throughout the session. We were struck by COVID-19 pandemic in the starting of session 21-22. Not only us, the entire nation and the entire world were affected with it. It was a really tough time, but the end of the session was quite well. After closing ourselves temporarily because of that pandemic, we were all present over here again physically. It was a huge, impressive and delightful time. We had sports, academics and other co-curricular activities taking place with a flow, with cadets competing with each other and having an urge to be the best. Now, I will request our respected Lieutenant Colonel P. Davidson, Principal Sir, on behalf of everyone present over here. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Very good morning to one and all. On behalf of Sainik School Chandrapur, I take this opportunity to welcome our revered chief guest, Brigadier Pandey, our dear parents, and other dignitaries who have gathered here. It's indeed an honor to present the first report of the academic session 2021-22. The academic session 2021-22 started off with the third wave of the COVID pandemic, wherein Sainik School Chandrapur, on the orders of the government, had to send the cadets back to the homes on a short notice. The district administration had taken over the hostel premises for the purpose of the establishment of COVID care centers. Hence, the admissions of class 6 and 9 through All India Sainik School entrance examinations had to be postponed. The activities of the academic session had also to be tweaked in view of the pandemic, resulting in reduction of the general syllabus and change in the pattern of examinations. Being a residential establishment, we had our own challenges as there were no formal orders by the government for residential schools. However, the norm of the day were online classes and online activities, which had its own advantages and disadvantages both for the teaching and the student community. The parents, by and large, were the most burdened during the epidemic. Nevertheless, they stood with the establishment, realizing the nuances that the pandemic had tripled in the field of education. The establishment started on its bustle, with the cadets arriving in a manner as per the norms set by the government, and other regular activities commenced in the physical mode. The cadets had reported after a gap of 2 years, and it took time for cadets to adjust and adapt to the environment and the new scheme of routine and schedule. The appointment of staff was in abeyance, as recruitment were delayed due to the pandemic and release of vacancies. Hence, staff on contractual were employed to fulfill the void in the academic classes. However, with fervent perseverance and sustained assistance from the parent body, we were able to complete the recruitment drive, and with effect from 1st May of 2022, faculties for all the departments have been fulfilled. Thus, the strength of the faculties has been enhanced to 30, including our library. We shall be recruiting another 4 PGTs or masters in the current academic session on release of vacancies from Sainik School societies. The cadets had been called in a phased manner due to the restrictions imposed by the government. Class 10 cadets were the first to arrive in the establishment for the Term 1 board examinations, which was held in the month of November 2021, and our cadets had performed well. The school also had its fair share of periodic tests, examinations for the other classes too, and more than 50% of the cadets have scored above 80 marks in their overall performance. The academic infrastructure has also been enhanced with the establishment of state-of-the-art science labs, which shall benefit the cadets in understanding the subjects effectively. Language lab for improving spoken English and enhancing the communication skills of the cadets was established through Wordsworth Incorporation. Cadets got the opportunity through the trained staff to understand pronunciation of the words and the right grammatical formations of sentences. Sainik School Chandrapur has also sought the approval for establishing 3D labs for imparting classes in the subjects of science and better understanding of mathematics. The advent of internet had its own peculiar pros and cons. Though the entire field of education was sprung open in the internet domain, it had led to polarization of young minds with unrestricted access to unauthorized sites and leading to unhealthy lifestyle. Approach, mobile phones are banned in Sainik schools, and hence there was a dependency on the BSNL network to establish communication between the parents and the wards, which did not yield the desired results. Hence, to have a foolproof communication system, calling cards are being introduced through SPAC's telecom services. The calling card system will have dedicated cards for every cadet who shall have the option to call on 3 pre-designated numbers as confirmed by the parents, and the same is being made available to the cadets once the cadets report back from the vacation. The assembly program of the cadets has been attuned and designed in line with the performance of cadets in Services Selection Board, with opportunity to every cadet to come on stage to deliver speeches, talk on general awareness, lectures, and the desired turnout. For the purpose of UPSC return examinations, as 90% of the syllabus is from the subjects of class 11th and 12th, weekly training and mock tests are being conducted from classes 9th onwards. Moreover, the Services Selection Board's obstacle task for the purpose of familiarization of cadets is proposed for establishment in the financial year 22-23. To enforce and instrumentalize dining and mess etiquettes, dinner night was organized, wherein staff and cadets had also dined as a formal dinner. The cadets were bestowed with the opportunity to participate in every sporting activities, co-curricular and cultural events, such as inter-house volleyball, football, hockey, basketball, debates, speech competitions, quizzes, and other talent shows. The cadets also honed the skills in essay writing, painting, poster making, book reviews, green Olympiads, and science exhibitions. Though the academic progress did not gain the anticipated momentum due to paucity of staff, the existing staff were trained in various streams such as steps and measures for NDA preparations and challenges, online workshop on effective communication skills, CBSE courses, workshop on artificial intelligence, and training on CBSE board examinations and teachers workshop conducted by IIT Gandhinagar. When Sainik School Chandrapur was being established, there were no proposal for intake of girl cadets. However, the directions for intake of girl cadets were populated in the year 2020, and today Sainik School Chandrapur has 27 robust girls cadets who are proving the mettle to adorn the role of future leaders. Though their accommodation was not catered in the initial planning and implementation, Sainik School Society has provisioned funds for the construction of separate girls' hostel through the military engineering services, and currently the MEAs are in the process of tender action. The cadets have the regular dose of physical training, yoga and meditation, and we are sanguine that the fitness regime that they are into shall remain with them throughout their life. The robustness of the cadets is also determined by the medical fitness, and we thank the medical fraternity of District Chandrapur and the Public Health Center of Visapur for their unrelenting support to Sainik School Chandrapur. The school is complemented with a nursing assistant who has vast experience in general medicine, ENT, pediatrics, nephrology, orthopedics, and also as an operation theatre assistant in ophthalmology and surgery. Apart from the nursing assistant, the school has 2 visiting doctors, including 1 lady doctor, to look onto the aspects of general health and hygiene of the cadets. A team of doctors from the District Hospital Chandrapur and PHC Visapur had also carried out health and dental camp for the cadets. Vaccination camps for tetanus, JE, COVID, and deworming camps for the cadets as per the age group were completed with due diligence with the assistance of the medical fraternity. Demonstration and drills on first aid and basic life saving were also conducted in the school by qualified doctors to create awareness among the cadets. The infrastructure in Sainik School Chandrapur has adequate fire resistant and protection system to mitigate and manage any eventuality or emergency. However, the resident population of this institution need to be aware of the usage and basic drills during any unforeseen emergency. Hence, basic firefighting drills were conducted for the cadets with the aid of the fire department. The general routine of the school has its fair share of monotony. Thus, to keep the spirit of the cadets high, visits to museums and recreational trips were organized, which gave the cadets the ideal break from the routine and keep themselves motivated to achieve their desired goals. The infrastructure bestowed with us is nearing completion and is likely to be handed over to the school by the end of August 2022 by Public Works Department. Thus, the activities related to the usage of indoor stadium and swimming pool have been kept in low profile. Even the present auditorium is under the testing phase. The PWD Chandrapur deserves a special mention for the dedicated assistance to the school, and we take this opportunity to thank the PWD Chandrapur for the services. Sainik School Chandrapur has applied for registration with the Equestrian Club, and we are in the process of procuring horses through the Remote and Veterinary Corps, for which Colonel Bhatnagar and his team from RBC have visited Sainik School Chandrapur. We also take pride in informing that the primary wing of the school, which is a welfare measure of Sainik School, has also been commenced with effect from this academic session. A dedicated coterie of staff has been appointed for the primary school, and we are sure that Mrs. Sunita Langre, the newly appointed headmistress of Sainik School Primary School, and her staff shall give the right impetus. Furthermore, a special coaching for class 5 students is also being conducted for the students of primary wing to realize the dream of becoming a cadet of Sainik School Chandrapur through the All India entrance examination. This establishment never rests, and I shall like to place on record the indomitable spirit of our Adam officer, academic staff, and the administrative staff who have been relentlessly working for the betterment of this institution and the cadets. Finally, with immense pride, we announce that the Inter-Sainik School sports and co-curricular competitions for West Zone shall be hosted by Sainik School Chandrapur, and with the preparations on the cards and with the blessings of one and all, we are sanguine that Sainik School Chandrapur shall emerge victorious. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
धन्यवाद प्राचार्य महोदय। हमारे विद्यालय ने हमेशा से ही अपने छात्रों को एक निष्पक्ष प्रतिस्पर्धी वातावरण प्रदान किया है ताकि वे हर क्षेत्र की गतिविधि में विकास कर सके। इस शैक्षणिक वर्ष 2021-22 की शुरुआत से ही हमारे विद्यालय में ऑनलाइन और ऑफलाइन अनेक प्रतियोगिताएं हुई। उसी के फलस्वरूप उन्हें आज पुरस्कार मिलने जा रहे हैं। हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे इस विद्यालय का पुरस्कार वितरण हमारे आज के मुख्य अतिथि जी सम्माननीय ब्रिगेडियर सुनील गांव पांडे जी करें, इसलिए मैं उन्हें मंच पर आमंत्रित करता हूं।
The time that was most awaited by everyone has come, where cadets participated enthusiastically for achieving the honor by their best efforts. Yes, it is a time for the distribution of various prizes. Academics plays a very important role in every student's life. As per the performance, they secure the positions for their respective houses. I am glad to announce that the first position in academics is backed by none other than Karyappa House. Rachit Pandey sir. A cadet requires to be fit both mentally and physically, and the maintenance of this balance is very important. The house who maintain the balance between their physical and mental awareness is again Karyappa House. Shivaji House. It is followed by Manik House on the third position and Arjun House bagging the fourth position. And now, the results for co-curricular activities. The house on the top of this table is Shivaji House. We have House Master Mr. Arun Kumar Naik, House Tutor Mr. Amol Uma, and House Captain of the Shivaji House Subodh Bovate, roll number 151. Shivaji House is now followed by Karyappa House for the second position in co-curricular activities. Third, Manik House, and the fourth position backed by Arjun House. Now, there is something that all of us have been waiting for so long, even in the prize distribution. The award of Cock House, the champion house. You might have guessed, but still I want to ask you, whom do you think is the Cock House? Let's see. The fourth position in the list of Cock House is backed by Arjan House. The third position is secured by Manisha House. And whom do you think is the winner? Now, the winner of the Cock House table, the champion house that is participating in everything and proving their cadets to be the best is Chandrapur! Now I would like to thank our chief guest for distribution of prizes. But dear sir, you are still on the stage and we have some more pleasures that we want you to do to us. It is a time for the first ever magazine opening of Sainik School Chandrapur. With our chief guest still on stage, I would like our principal and administrative officer to please present here the first edition of the school magazine, where the work of cadets, the school infrastructure and other important aspects are displayed. The school magazine named Chandrapur.
आसमान में हजारों सितारे हैं और उनमें से चंद भगवान ने जमीन पे उतारे हैं। उन चंद सितारों से बहुत खास यहाँ पधारे हैं। मुख्य अतिथि महोदय, आप आए तो महफिल में जान आई और ऐसे सितारों की आभा में जगमगाना हम जुगनुओं का सौभाग्य है। ऐसे खास सितारों को धन्यवाद देना तो सूरज को दीपक दिखाने समान है। इस उपलक्ष्य पर मैं विद्यालय के प्राचार्य महोदय से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वह मुख्य अतिथि महोदय को प्रतीक चिन्ह भेंट कर इस पल को यादगार क्षणों में परिवर्तित कर दें।
Pandey, who is our chief guest of today's function, was instrumental and was one of the first person to start the establishment of Sainik School Chandrapur. He has taken up this project in 2000, started the construction in 2017 when Maharashtra government released the tender for the construction. He was day in and out throughout the project and he monitored the constructions of more than 85 buildings consisting of auditorium, swimming pool, academic block and many more. He has dedicated his work for welfare of students and others and he gave his best and that is why he is among us now. In the case, I would like him and deliver a few lines about the project.
Jai Hind. The goddess Saraswati's whose photograph is outside, we do vandan to her. Sainik School Principal Colonel Davidson, Administrative Officer Commandant Jaina Sahab, academic staff, even the parent member whom I know right from the first day, Mr. Saxena, who is here, all the teachers, your master ceremony. If I am not wrong, one is the Rudransh and another one Aditi. So many staff available here, cadets, their parents, and I feel even couple of toddlers out here, and maybe the grandparents. I extend my abhinandan to all of you for organizing this very important event of Sainik School Chandrapur. Sainik School Chandrapur was in the offing for over a long period. When I come to Sainik School, as I entered the gate, which was under construction, and right in the day in and day out, we used to go up and out. Nothing was available out there, right from the funnel. Funnel means the entrance portion, which is in the Vaishi at the main road, which is heading towards the Balasha. As I come from that side, I get an immense pride in my chest that I am entering one of the prominent school of Sainik School Chandrapur, which in another 20-25 years or so will be throwing senior leaders into Army, Navy, Air Force at the high ranks, and that too from this very region, which is known as the Vidarbha region, which is in this general area. Boys and girls, cadets, their parents. You all know this particular region, which is termed in the world as the hottest region as far as the geographical and environmental parameters are concerned. Yet, a Sainik school of this standard and maintained by this staff, I find the immaculateness in their each and every activity, whether they are standing here or in the foyer or at the gate and even conducting this program. I find their immense dedication has been a brilliant success for even organizing this event. I remember, I cannot recall each and every name, but the school is made up of the cadets. Every school has got the cadet. I was a cadet. Your principal sir was a cadet. Commander Jena was a cadet, and so many persons. Anybody who was part of the NCC, he was a cadet. I was a student. A student was transformed into cadet by my teachers. I was a simple student from some locality, and here also I know one or two persons when I was sitting in one of the tin shed here. Just behind your auditorium, we used to have a small office. Couple of my office staff is also here. जो मेरे साथ उन दिनों में होते थे, they are also, I requested them to come and attend. They are here because their contribution cannot be forgotten by us. So when I came here, one fine day, two mothers come to me with their child. This was in the year 2018. दो माताएं मेरे पास यहाँ पर आई with due permission from the gate, because initially the permission into the academy was not possible because heavy construction was going on. There were dumpers, there were transit mixer, there used to be the cement plant, there used to be the crusher, each and every activity. Sometimes the dozer is going, sometimes so there were a lot of movements. Hence, permission to anybody coming from the main road was not allowed. Yet, two ladies, they sought a permission कि सर हम अंदर आना चाहते हैं, हमको मिलना चाहते हैं. I was here as a team leader, and they came here, and I must appreciate the two ladies. Gradually, they made an attempt, and today their children, both the children, Atharva Saxena and Ronit Agarwal, please raise your hand. They are part of the cultural program. So I met them, and they came here and they said कि sir हमें भी सैनिक स्कूल ज्वाइन करना है, and they were playing here, and I said yes, definitely you appear in the exam, and they got selected, and they are part of your team, they are part of your academia, they are part of your cultural program, as I say. And gradually others also joined, and today you are having as good as 427 cadets, both boys and girls, from different parts of India as well as the different parts of the Maharashtra. I would just narrate few little bit of information, because the cadets and their parents must know. When this academy was not, the school was not available in this part of the Vidarbha or in this part of the geographical area of the country, lot of boys and subsequently even girls, but that time the girls were not allowed in the Sainik school. That was in 2009, 2010, when we generated a concept that the Sainik school should come here on the lines of the Sainik school Satara, because Maharashtra had only one Sainik school, and that was Satara Sainik school, which was as good as 704 kilometers away from this place. So of course Zahir, the parents were not fully aware, and they were not willing also to send their child to a long distance school. It generally happens also. Accordingly, we just took up a case that someday we must have a school in Vidarbha, and in 2007 we drafted a letter and gave it to the district Sainik Kalyan Adhikari, whose office is in Nagpur. I was in Nagpur. I had just become brigadier that time. Then we pursued the case and followed it up step by step, but it took as good as 10 years. And accordingly in 2017, with the due help of the then Defence Minister, Mr. Parikar, whom I met in Leh, Ladakh, and accordingly he says, yes, there should be a school. And gradually it has seen the light of the day. The event started unfolding, and in 2017 the government of Maharashtra issued the GR, ki yes, there should be a Sainik school. Of course, there were a couple of other options given, Nagpur, Akola, Amravati, Wardha, but somehow then the Chandrapur was identified by the government, and it has come. And then accordingly in later part of the 2017, for the survey and all, the work started here. So little bit of history, the boys and girls, those who are cadets here right now as well as their parents should know that work started, and accordingly in 2017 and 2018 the work began. The first building was supposed to, we have as good as 85 buildings are here in 125 acres. The first building, which is a nursery building, which was taken up, and along with the horse stable, because as the Commandant Sahab had just mentioned, RVC is about to give, the case was also referred to them in one of the draft memorandum to the Southern Command, and they said, yes, gradually we will be giving 2 horses and maybe 4. Of course, we are having a capacity for the 8 horses, because we got the 8 enclosures inside the horse stable, which is just close by to you, just next to the MR room. MR room के बगल में वो horse stable है. And then those were the first building. In the month of June 2018, it was raining very heavily. There was no, so one tambu was just erected with the help of the PWD tambu, some chota tent, and accordingly by digging, we just started the column number 36 in a heavy rain, and then cement was poured, and the first column of this new academy known as the Sainik School Chandrapur started. And thereafter, of course, this academy building, auditorium, etc., and other buildings. I am proud to see that all the persons who has worked for the creation of the infrastructure, because without infrastructure, even admission couldn't have started. Once we are having an infrastructure, I'm really feeling a very proud, I get a lot of proud feeling after entering the hall, because it was in a very nascent stage, काफी अंकुरी stage पे था, even at the foyer, which is outside, and today it's shining. You see your assembly place, fantastic. So, I mean, mirror clean it has been kept. Even while selecting what type of tile should be kept there, will it be a Kota stone, will it be a black stone, will it be a Korean marble, or whether it will be the blue one which just looks like a swimming pool from a distance. All these activities people have gone right from the architect and other persons, those who are member of the complete construction activity, including the contractor Mr. Nati and the creation engineers. All the teams, they are not available here on the first day, because people have gone here and there active, but their contribution, I put it on record here and narrate to you that gradually this infrastructure has come. Of course, in last 2-3 years, it has been further enhanced and sharpened and fine-tuned. That's why we were able to sit in this hall and stand on this auditorium dais. The Sainik School, as the principal, has given us the complete review and the report of last full year as well as in the past. I am happy to know that the boys are doing exceptionally well and their activities are being carried out. Of course, the pandemic effect, the corona effect, the distance, the Google Meets, and a long distance communication, it has got its own impact. Whatever we may say, whether it is WhatsApp, Facebook or anything, sometimes a direct contact and the long distance contact has got its own merits and demerits. Yet, the government regulations, the government of India directions on this particular facet were to be obeyed. And naturally, this is a typical military establishment. each and everything has been well organized. A taped-up drill was followed, and accordingly you people have carried out your academic session. I am in touch with a couple of boys. Even there are large number of people, they approach me, not that I am part and parcel of any academic or selection process, but people identified as I guide them. Because many persons, they even today they say, even in this Vidarbha and this side of part of the India, हमें मालूम नहीं कैसे join करना, हमें पता ही नहीं कि how do we join the Sainik school. We don't know how to appear in NDA. We don't know how to appear in IMA, OTA, NDA, Indian Naval Academy, or for that matter giving the AFCAT exam or technical entry scheme in CME. आज भी लोग ये कहते हैं. So therefore, whosoever comes to us, we guide them, and accordingly people come. And couple of boys who are here, so I hear from them कि sir academic session चल रहा है. Sometimes maybe because of the non-availability or communication, it does happen, communication. But yet, after having gone through the reports and learning the nuances of the last 1.5 years report, I am quite confident that your entire syllabus was well conducted. Maybe little bit either one has to take that thing in the own stride. And as the cadets are rising up from 7th, 8th, 6th, I do agree they
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Rachit and his parents moved towards the hostel to settle over there.
After joining the hostel, Warden told to Cadet Rachit that he need to have a haircut.
Falling for haircut. Cadet Rachit has a fascination of a trendy hairstyle.
मेरे बाल कितने सुंदर है ना?
But here that is not like this, because in army there is only a single cut known as zero cut.
After joining the hostel, Warden told to Cadet Rachit that he need to wake up at 530 hours in morning for morning PT and he should be ready in his house attire.
Falling fast. जल्दी जल्दी फ्रीज में लगाओ जल्दी फ्रीज में लगाओ तो सांप काटेगा.
What will be now going on here?
क्या है ये सब? तू कैप्टन है? क्या है ये सब? बहुत खेला मुझे सुधार ले अपने आप को.
ये सब
चल रिपोर्टर.
फ्लाइट सावधान.
अभी तक नहीं खुला तो सबका. अब फाइनल रिपोर्ट.
फ्लाइट सावधान. रेडी अप.
Jai sir.
जज साहब पोजीशन 90 प्रेजेंट 90 नो सिग्नल सर.
ठीक है. दाएं साइड दौड़ के चल. Down. Udah body band. Down. Up. Down. Up. Udah body follow. अभी तक क्लीन में नहीं लगा. तू क्या कर रहा है कैप्टन? बहुत मूवमेंट ढीला है.
यस साहब.
जल्दी लगा क्लीन में.
जल्दी फ्रीज में लगाओ. फ्रीज में लग जाओ जल्दी.
रिपोर्टर.
यस साहब. फ्लाइट सावधान. जज साहब पोजीशन 90 प्रेजेंट 90 नो सिग्नल सर.
ठीक है. हॉस्टल लेके जाओ सबको. फ्रीज नहीं टूटना चाहिए बीच में.
यस साहब.
ब्रेकफास्ट के समय पे आ जाना.
Flight double mass towards the hostel. Life is full of changes, and it's true that life changes occur with timings. SSCN brought many changes in our life. Cadet Rachit wake up early for his shoes polishing because previous day he got a ragda for it.
तो मैं ऐसे जूते चमकाऊंगा कि चेहरा भी दिखेगा. मैं कितना सुंदर हूं ना. यार आई एम फॉरगेटिंग समथिंग. मुझे if it will smell foul then I will wash it, otherwise if not then I will leave it. किसको क्या ही पता चलेगा. अब तो इसे धोना ही पड़ेगा.
Behind Rachit, some cadets are maintaining hygiene, setting their beds and many more because like this happen every day in our hostels because there is an inspection every day by the house master or the house tutor or the duty master.
तो सब मम्मी धोती थी, यहाँ पर तो सब मुझे ही धोना पड़ेगा।
Now, it's time for academics. Cadet, move towards the academic hall. It's 900 hours.
ये सब सामान लेके चलो। माइक।
Now, it's the first period of mathematics.
Jain cadets,
Jai sir.
how are you all?
Fine sir.
Okay, good. So yesterday I gave you some work to you. Have you all completed?
Yes sir.
Are you sure?
Yes sir.
Let me check your copies. Okay, good. So let me ask you some questions related to yesterday's part. Okay? So who tell? Yes, you stand up. Come. Three, 0, 0 by 8. Yes. Take a mark and solve it.
Sir, this is the answer 3.
This is your mathematics. Go inside there. Maths का practice किया करो. Okay, cadets. So rest part of the chapter I will teach you tomorrow. Okay, cadets. Sir.
Yes sir.
Okay, cadets. Jai Bharat. किसका पीरियड है?
SST.
सांसों में है धुआं, फिर भी आसमान में है जगी। और होगी क्या कभी यहाँ?
Jain cadets. Jain sir. Do you know who I am?
No sir.
I am your new SST teacher. I know many of you cadets don't like SST, but I am damn sure that after this session you will love SST. So first of all, I will ask you some questions. You, stand up. What happened in 1869?
Sir, Gandhi ji born.
Yes, good, sit down. Clap for him. Now, you, stand up. What happened in 1871?
1871. हाँ, गांधी जी 2 साल के हो गए थे।
This lack of knowledge in you. ऐसे ही पढ़ोगे तो हो गया तुम्हारा जय हिंद जय भारत. याद रखना, knowledge is the most powerful weapon that supports you in life now. Okay? Okay. कल से हम नए चैप्टर शुरू करेंगे. जय cadets.
Now, it's period of Hindi.
जय हिंद बच्चों, कैसे हो तुम सभी? कल मैंने तुम सबको एक कविता याद करने की दी थी, सबने याद की है? किस किस ने याद की है? सुनाओ।
साबुन से अच्छा है, साबुन से सच्चा है, डेटॉल डेटॉल।
ये कविता नहीं, जो मैंने कल तुमको सुनाई थी, वो कविता किसने याद की है?
तुमने याद किया? सुनाओ।
हम पंछी उन्मुक्त गगन के पिंजर बंद न गा पाएंगे, खनक तीलियों से टकरा कर पुलकित पंख टूट जाएंगे।
इस बच्चे के लिए जोरदार तालियां। इसने किसका इतने अच्छे से गा कर तुम्हें कविता सुनाई, तुम सबको भी आना चाहिए। कल मैं आऊंगा तो तुम सबसे कविता सुनूंगा, ठीक है बच्चों? जय हिंद।
Now cadet move towards the mess because it's 1400 hours. Now it's time for the sports and MI because here 1700 hours.
It's now 1700 hours when the cadet who are feeling sick moves towards MI room in order to cure their illness and remain fit. Let us see. All they have genuine problem or they are doing makra.
आजा, क्या हुआ? यहाँ पे बैठ जा। तू आ, क्या हुआ?
सर चक्कर उल्टी आ रही है।
यहाँ पे बैठ।
आज तो मजा आ गया। आज कितने लोग हैं? आज तो हमारा कट पक्का।
सिख बनने का यही तो फायदा है।
सही बोला।
क्या हुआ?
सर मेरे पेट में सिर दर्द हो रहा है।
पेट में सिर दर्द हो रहा है?
नहीं सर मेरे पेट में दर्द हो रहा है।
अच्छा, मैं अब समझा, तुझे पेट दर्द नहीं, स्पोर्ट्स में दौड़ने का दर्द हो रहा है। सच बोल।
नहीं सर।
जो स्पोर्ट्स से मकरा मारना है, जल्दी स्पोर्ट्स में आ दो।
अरे यार आज हुआ ही नहीं यार। Now it's time for sport. Few years later, Cadet 289, Sainik has become a flying officer Sainik after passing out from AFA Hyderabad. He is a pilot of Sukhoi 30 Mark 1. Cadet 312, Rachit has become a sub-lieutenant Vedan after passing out from INA Ejimala. He is serving on destroyer INS Kolkata. Cadet 280, Rachit has become a lieutenant Rachit after passing out from INA Dehradun. He is serving in 11th Battalion of Maratha Light Infantry Regiment on Indo-Pakistan border. With these three alumni, there are many more alumni of Sainik School Chandrapur serving as an officer in defense forces. Through their eyes, they only see a tricolor waving at the height of all.
बढ़िया तरीके से इन कैडेट्स ने अपना SSCN का जीवन बताया है। इनके लिए तालियां तो हो जाए। अरे किस बारे में विचार कर रही हो?
आज सुबह मैंने एक दृश्य देखा। एक माँ अपने छोटे से बच्चे को स्कूल छोड़ने जा रही थी। ये देखकर मुझे भी मेरे बचपन की याद आ गई। कितने सुंदर थे ना वो दिन।
हाँ सच में बचपन के दिन तो काफी सुंदर थे। सुबह सुबह हमें हमारी माँ जगाती थी, फिर नहला धुलाकर तैयार करती थी।
हाँ, फिर बाद में अच्छा सा नाश्ता खिलाकर हाथ पकड़कर स्कूल छोड़ने आती थी।
आह, वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे। क्यों ना हमारी बचपन की यादों को फिर से ताजा किया जाए।
वो कैसे?
हमारे प्राथमिक विद्यालय के छोटे छात्र हमें उनके नृत्य से हमारे बचपन ले जाएंगे।
तो जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत
से बड़ी चली है जो थी चिंगारी छोटी चिंगारी बड़ी 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 है मन की अलमारी आज अलमारी हुई सतरंगी हुई सतरंगी बीत ये रातकारी देखो जो
Wonderful. The little stars are shining bright in the sky after their performance.
Those evergreen days when families used to watch movies together and spend time together.
Yes, old movies were very passionate among everyone. Everyone used to watch movies in their childhood with their families. But nowadays they are long gone. I hardly get to remember or even told about any of them.
I think they require a mashup of old items with new qualities. What do you think? Will it bring them together?
Of course it will. Like old songs are brought up in a new way. The same can be done with movies also. The old movies with a new touch.
What about melodrama and action or comedian and danger?
I think it's too much. But every one of us must have seen the famous villain Sholay of the 90s. And the villain Gabbar was very extremely famous in it. So, what do you think if we bring up the villain Gabbar in a comedy mode?
My idea was also good. Was not it?
I did not deny it. But I want to give my idea a try.
Okay, let's see.
अरे ओ कालिया, कितने आदमी थे रे?
2 थे सरकार।
और वो?
उन्हीं की बात कर रहा हूँ। वो 2 थे।
और तुम?
हम 3 थे सरकार।
वो 2, तुम 3। मतलब उनका एक ज्यादा था।
नहीं सरकार, हमारा एक ज्यादा था। हम 3 थे ना।
मतलब अगर अपना एक ज्यादा होता तो बराबर होता।
अरे नहीं सरकार, अगर उनका एक ज्यादा होता तो बराबर होता।
एक आदमी एक्स्ट्रा था। कौन था एक्स्ट्रा? कौन था? तू था। अरे ओ कालिया, जब ये 2 लोग जा रहे थे, इनके साथ लटक के जाना जरूरी था। वहाँ तेरी बहन की शादी चल रही थी। अब तेरा क्या होगा रे कालिया?
अरे सरदार, हम वहाँ डांडिया खेलने थोड़ा ही गए थे, लड़ाई करने गए थे। और वैसे भी आपने सामान्य बोल रखा था कि ज्यादा आदमी लेकर जाना, 2 से बेहतर 3 आदमी लेकर जाना।
2 से बेहतर 3। अब ये 2 कितना होता है रे?
सरदार जब 1 और 1 मिलता है तो 2 होता है।
और 3? बहुत कंफ्यूजन है, ये तो मिलावटी कंफ्यूजन है।
अरे अरे सरदार, कोनो कंफ्यूजन नहीं है। अगर बचपन में स्कूल की 2 सीढ़ियां चढ़ ली होते तो आज ये दिन देखने की नौबत ना आती। पहले ही गांव में सभी अनपढ़ भर रखे, उसके ऊपर आपने उस ठाकुर के हाथ कटवा दिए। अब वो हाथ में स्लेट और चौकीस पकड़े तो पकड़े कैसे? बड़ी मुश्किल से उस मौलानी के छोकरे को पकड़ के लाए थे। क्या नाम था उसका? अहमद। गाँव का सबसे पढ़ाकू छोकरा था वो, लेकिन नहीं, मार दो, सबको मार दो। अब खेलो बैठते पिट्ठू।
खामोश, वो बताना जरूरी था।
सॉरी सरदार। पान खाइए सरदार, पान।
अरे ओ कालिया, सरकार कितना इनाम रखी है रे हम पे?
5 रुपए सरदार।
5 रुपए? ये 5 रुपए में कितना लीटर गुड़ जाता है रे?
अबे अनपढ़ तो लीटर में नहीं किलो में आता है। कभी खाए नहीं होगा होली पे।
होली कब है होली?
4 को सरदार, 4 को। बसंती नाचेगी।
बसंती कहाँ है? बसंती
हमारी कैद में सरदार।
लेकर आओ।
चल हट कल्लू।
वाह, तो ये है बसंती। चल बसंती, कुछ नाच के दिखा।
मैं नहीं नाचूंगी।
बसंती, जब तक तेरे पैर चलेंगे तेरे वीरू की सांसें चलेंगी। तेरे पैर चलना बंद, इसकी सांसें बंद। अरे ओ सांबा, लगा निशाना इसकी गर्दन पे।
बसंती, इन कुत्तों के सामने मत नाचना बसंती।
नाच बसंती नाच, हम कुत्ते नहीं, हम तो सुअर हैं।
गब्बर, मैं आ गया हूँ।
अरे साथियों, देखो कौन आया है। ठाकुर आया है। अपने हाथ कटवाने के बाद आज अपने पैर भी कटवाने आया है।
नहीं, मैं अपना बदला पूरा करने के लिए आया हूँ। जो तूने मेरे साथ किया वो तेरे साथ भी होगा।
देख जाए, आज हमने इन्हें मार दिया, अब मैं अपनी बसंती के पास जा रहा हूँ, ठीक है? चल बसंती, अपने गांव चलते हैं।
चलो वीरू, चलो अपने गांव चलते हैं।
तो देखा दोस्तों, बुराई चाहे कितनी भी बुरी क्यों न हो, लेकिन जीत हमेशा अच्छाई की होती है।
I hope you enjoyed the comedy act. It was really a marvelous one, was not it?
Yes.
See how good that old movie was.
No, nowadays movies is also good.
Maybe, but I like the old traditions better. Like dance.
I like the modern movies only.
What about dance?
Dance we like only modern only, no?
How? What is the difference?
Nowadays trends have been changed. We now have hip hop, break dance, and so many. Nowadays our trends have been changed. We now have hip hop, break dance, and so many. Moreover, the theme of a day is also changed by the requirement of passing time.
Maybe, but what I say is the old dances are good. And we are having a vivid culture with Bharatanatyam, Kathakali, and so many. But as you say, now I would like to welcome a group of trendy dance performers of Sainik School Chandrapur cadets, led by Amit Bhatti, Bhagat Vigneshwar, and their complete team. So please give them a big round of applause.
Make some noise for the Desi Boys! The Boys! The Boys! नाचो तीरों से भी तेज कोई कर सके जो वेद नाचो बल में घोड़े जैसे पाप चोर छोड़ नाचो मिट्टी जो तो रोट मोटा मिर्चा खा के ऐसे नाचो आजा छोरे आजा गोरे आजा छोरे नाचो 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 वीर नाचो 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 यार नाचो 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 कच्ची कैरी जैसा कपड़ा नाचो 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 बिच्छू का डर आगे ऐसा नाचो जैसे जुगनू
वाह, क्या ही नृत्य हमारे स्कूल के कैडेट्स ने दिखाया है। यह दर्शाता है कि हमारे चाहे संस्कृति भारत की हो या किसी और देश की, हमारे कैडेट्स किसी में भी पीछे नहीं है। इनके लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां। ये वतन शांति का उन्नति।
वाह, तुमने तो पहचान लिया।
अरे हाँ, मैं संगीत में बहुत अच्छा हूँ।
हाँ, वो तो दिखता है। वैसे हमारा अगला कार्यक्रम क्या है?
हमारा अगला कार्यक्रम भी इसी के ऊपर आधारित है। हमारा अगला कार्यक्रम है संगीत का सामान्य ज्ञान।
संगीत का सामान्य ज्ञान? इसके बारे में तो मैं पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ। इसे थोड़ा विस्तार से बताओ।
संगीत का सामान्य ज्ञान एक ऐसी चीज है जिसमें एक व्यक्ति अपने वाद्य यंत्र से अलग अलग धुनें बजाकर श्रोताओं का मनोरंजन करता है।
वाह, इसे सुनने में तो बहुत मजा आएगा।
हाँ, सुनने में तो मजा आएगा। तो चलिए जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत करते हैं रुचित और उनके साथियों का।
कितना बढ़िया प्रदर्शन था। एक बार इनके लिए जोरदार तालियां तो हो जाए।
हाँ, सच में बहुत ही अच्छा प्रदर्शन था। अरे, ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम? क्या तुम मेरे साथ कोई खेल खेल रहे हो?
अरे, मैं मूक नाटक कर रहा था।
मूक नाटक? ये क्या होता है?
मूक नाटक मतलब ऐसा नाटक जिसमें कलाकार बिना कुछ बोले सिर्फ अपने हाव भाव से नाटक का प्रदर्शन करता है।
अच्छा।
क्या तुम्हें पता है, हमारे देश को आजाद करने के लिए क्रांतिकारियों ने अपने प्राणों की आहुति तक दे दी थी।
हाँ, जिसमें भगत सिंह, राजगुरु, सुखदेव, महात्मा गांधी जैसे महान लोग थे।
और आज का हमारा मूक नाटक भी इसी ऐतिहासिक घटनाओं पर आधारित है।
तो बड़े ही उत्साह के साथ स्वागत करते हैं इन कलाकारों का।
filled everyone with patriotism, the true motto of our Sainik school. Now tell me one thing. Did you enjoy the comedy of the Gabbar skit?
Yes, of course. I enjoyed a lot. I want to see it again.
You want to see more of it? Okay. What do you want to see?
Mashup, of course.
So, do you know dance?
Yes.
Dance is full of energy?
Yes.
What if the energetic thing is mixed with lazy kind of people?
I'm very excited to see it.
Yes. Let's see the lazy dance upon a comedy act.
Okay.
जिसमें भांगड़ा, गरबा, लावनी ऐसे कितने अलग अलग नृत्य हैं।
हमारे भारत की संस्कृति है ही इतनी ये रैली। जो भी यहाँ आता है वो इसमें घुल मिल जाता है।
हमारे कैडेट्स भी आज ऐसा ही हमारी संस्कृति का नृत्य सादर करने जा रहे हैं।
तो जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत करते हैं हमारे कलाकारों का।
सांसें चल रही है, आसमान दिख रहा है, दिल में हर किसी की याद एक नई सुबह के साथ बोलो प्रभु का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आज हम सभी वार्षिक उत्सव के शुभ अवसर पर यहाँ इकट्ठे हुए हैं, जहाँ हम इस शानदार उत्सव के अंत तक पहुँच गए हैं। अब मैं आदरणीय प्रशासनिक अधिकारी महोदय कमांडर देवाशीष जैना जी को मंच पर धन्यवाद ज्ञापन के लिए आमंत्रित करती हूँ।
A graceful and warm good afternoon to our most valued guests, parents and family members, of the teachers and most beloved cadets. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks for the first ever mega event of Sainik School Chandrapur. On behalf of Sainik School Chandrapur and the entire Tadovian family, first of all, I extend my sincere gratitude and thanks to the chief guest, Brigadier Sunil Bopande, who spared his valuable time from busy schedule to grace the occasion and share his views about SSCN. I also extend my sincere thanks to all the parents for gracing the first annual day celebration of the school. With great joy and happiness, I also convey my special appreciation to Headmistress SSCN Primary School and their staff and our tiny tots for putting up a wonderful performance in this afternoon. The event like this cannot happen overnight. So as the wheel starts rolling a weeks ago, requires planning and bird's eye for detail. Therefore, a big kudos to overall coordinator of the event and her team of young motivated teachers. Of course, our cadets of SSCN who participated in cultural activities for their effort towards making this event a grand success. I also mention my deepest sense of appreciation and would place on my record the hearty thanks to all the administrative staff, quartermaster section and dedicated general employees for their contribution towards making this mega event Manthan 2022 a grand success. I cannot thank everyone enough for their willingness, support and involvement to take on the completion of the work beyond their comfort zone. So I especially thank the people who have been the backbone of the event. Our technical arrangement team, PMC, NEA team, the light management team, musicians, choreographers, art teacher, press, and finally the mess staff who kept our cadet motivated by providing nibbles, snacks throughout the event. Once again, I thank all the audience present over here in this Tarang auditorium. We thank you for being with us this time. It has been a great pleasure. I request all the parents, guests to proceed for the lunch in the lobby area on the completion of the event. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
National anthem before the commencement of the final commencement of the ceremony. Please stand up.
याद करते रहना, याद आते रहना, अपना ही घर है, आते जाते रहना। धन्यवाद।
A warm good morning to everyone present over there. I am Cadet 104 Anirudh Janve. The annual day program carried out by Sainik School Chandrapur in 2021-22 session was a really amazing show. I would like to congratulate the participants, the cadets, the in charges, and the teachers who have made it a very successful show. The best part I liked in the show was the training dance carried out by the cadets of class 9th, 8th, and 7th. Thank you.
हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज़ पंकज, दिस इज़ निखिल गटलेवार। 13 मई और 15 मई को सैनिक स्कूल चंद्रपुर में जो कल्चरल इवेंट कंडक्ट हुआ था, वहाँ के टेक्निकल टीम में मैं एज ए साउंड इंजीनियर था। स्कूल के सभी स्टाफ से हमें काफ़ी अच्छा सहयोग मिला। कल्चरल हेड प्रीति मैडम और रचित पांडे सर एंड जेना सर ने हमें काफ़ी कोऑपरेट किया। इवेंट को सक्सेसफुल बनाने के लिए जिनसे हमें सहयोग की उम्मीद थी, उन सभी टीम ने हमें काफ़ी सहयोग किया है। स्टूडेंट्स की अगर यहाँ के बात करें तो स्टूडेंट्स भी यहाँ टेक्निकली समझ लेने वाले हैं, हेल्प करने वाले हैं। और
जय हिंद। I am Cadet Akhilesh, roll number 33, class 9, division B. This indeed is a great pleasure for me to present the appraisal for the Sainik School Chandrapur first annual day function celebrated on 15th May 2022. Since inception of this 29th prestigious Sainik School, the entire staff of Sainik School Chandrapur, the principal, the administrative officer, all teaching and non-teaching staff strived hard to host the annual day function Manthan. The annual day function was attended by the Honorable Chief Guest, Brigadier Gao Pandey sir, and the parents of almost all existing cadets of Sainik School Chandrapur. Throughout the annual day celebration, the Sainik School Chandrapur initiated the theme Parivartan, a message of the transformation which took place and has been witnessed by the cadets, teachers, and all present in Sainik School Chandrapur on the day of celebration. Being a participant, wholeheartedly, I witnessed the efforts taken by all the participant cadets and those beyond the stage to glorify the event and communicate the theme message of Parivartan. The spectators present in the auditorium were overwhelmed with their response and paid their sympathetic gratitude and boosted all present events performed by the cadets during the annual day function. I wish all success in the future celebration and endeavors of Sainik School Chandrapur. Thank you. Jai Hind.
नमस्कार, मैं अद्वैत सक्सेना, पेरेंट मेंबर LBA, सैनिक स्कूल चंद्रपुर। स्कूल का पहला एनुअल फंक्शन 15 मई 2022 को आयोजित हुआ, जिसमें स्कूल के सभी छात्रों, शिक्षकों एवं अन्य स्कूल के कर्मचारियों ने बढ़ चढ़कर हिस्सा लिया। यह कार्यक्रम अत्यंत मनोहर रहा। देशभक्ति संगीत से लेकर मॉडर्न डांस तक सजोए इस कार्यक्रम ने सबका मन मोह लिया। कोरोना काल के कारण यह कार्यक्रम काफ़ी समय से लंबित था, जो कि 15 मई 2022 को हर्षोल्लास के साथ संपन्न हुआ। चंद्रपुर जिले में गर्मी बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, फिर भी इस कार्यक्रम को केवल चंद दिनों में, अगर मैं गलत नहीं हूँ तो केवल 8 दिनों में तैयार किया गया, जो कि बहुत सराहनीय है। मैं सभी पेरेंट्स की ओर से स्कूल प्रशासन, स्कूल के शिक्षकों, स्कूल के कर्मियों, स्कूल और इस कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने में जाने अनजाने में जिसने भी सहयोग किया, उनका बहुत बहुत आभार मानता हूँ। अंत में मैं स्कूल प्रशासन एवं सभी कैडेट्स को उज्जवल भविष्य की शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Narendra Janve, parents of Aniruddha Janve, roll number 104, received the invitation to present annual day program Parivartan from the Sainik School, Chandrapur. I really very much thankful to give me an opportunity to be a part of such wonderful event. I really very much impressed by seeing such all the arrangements and discipline what the school management and staff have been done. Especially the auditorium was very wonderful. First time I have seen it. I would like to appreciate all the school staff and school management for organizing such a wonderful event. All the cultural programs performed by the students were very good and really appreciable. Being a parent, I really proud of all the students, those who have participated in the program, and all the students, those who were behind the screen. I would like to congratulate all the students of the Sainik School, Chandrapur. Jai Hind.